Saying that America's elected representatives are unpopular would be an understatement. A poll of registered voters showed that only 12% approve of the job that Congress is doing. And when you look into it, it's not hard to see why. The current Congress just does not reflect the will of the people. There is huge support for a wide range of policies among the public that are not made into law. These include things like universal background checks, campaign finance reform, a public option, government regulation of prescription drug prices, a pathway to citizenship, legal marijuana, and many other things. This shows a huge disparity between public opinion and what elected representatives think. There may be many reasons as to why Congress is not functioning properly. These include the filibuster, gerrymandering, big business donations, and other things, but one of the reasons may lie in the way we vote.
Washington is broken.
Washington right now is broken.
Washington is totally broken.
I fear very much that, in fact, government of the people, by the people, for the people, is perishing in the United States of America.
American politics is dominated by two major parties. Voting for a third party is often seen as rebellious, and people who do so are often said to be damaging one party and helping another. A lot of people think that they must vote for the lesser of two evils. A poll showed that 41% of Biden voters were mainly voting against Trump rather than for Biden. A solution to this might be ranked choice voting. It's also known as alternative voting, preferential voting, or instant runoff voting. This is how it works. Let's set up a fictitious election for governor in a fictitious state. There are two major parties, the Green Party and the Orange Party. But there are also two smaller parties, the Purple Party and the Yellow Party. You like the Purple Party's ideas the best and hate the Green Party. Under the current voting system, you might get a message from a friend saying things like, a vote for the Purple Party is just like a vote for the Green Party. So on election day, you vote for the Orange Party because they're better than the Green Party, but actually have a chance to win. So it's the lesser of two evils. But this is not how democracy is supposed to work. You should vote for the candidate or party that most closely follows your views. This is where ranked choice voting comes in. Ranked choice voting lets you rank the parties or candidates from who you want the most to who you want the least. Let's apply this to our fictitious election. You choose the Purple Party as your first choice, the Orange Party as your second choice, the Yellow Party as your third choice, and the Green Party as your fourth choice. Then after the polls have closed, everyone's first choice gets counted. Here are the results. Under the current system, the Green Party would win. But in ranked choice voting, the winner needs 50% of the vote, which no party has. So the party with the least votes, the Yellow Party, is eliminated, and the people who voted for them as their first choice have their second choice made into their first choice. Now here is where the election stands. But still, nobody has 50%. So all the people who have the Purple Party as their first choice have their second choice made into their first choice. Now here are the final results. The Green Party has 48% and the Orange Party has 52%. So the Orange Party wins. This is a win-win situation for you. You get to show your support for the Purple Party that you really like, but you still help the Orange Party win over the Green Party. This gives you the freedom to vote for the party you most like without being called out for supposedly helping the Green Party by not voting for Orange. It also makes sure that the party with the most broad support wins. So let's look at the pros of ranked choice voting. The voting continues until one candidate has the majority of votes. So the final winner always has the support of the majority of voters. It discourages negative campaigning, because instead of just telling voters how bad the other candidate is, candidates will want to tell voters how good their own policies are, so that they can get second or third choice with the most people. It provides more choice for voters. Voters can vote for a smaller party, knowing that even though their first choice may not win, their vote isn't wasted, and they don't take a vote away from the major party that they like the most. 60% of voters say a viable third party is needed to have an effective political system. Ranked choice voting helps with that. Ranked choice voting usually favors less extreme and more mainstream candidates, since they get broader support, something some may interpret as a pro and others as a con. So let's look at the bad sides of ranked choice voting. Well, first off, it requires education on how ranked choice voting works, and the voting system may confuse some voters at first. It also requires voters to educate themselves on more candidates. Ranked choice voting ballots are also harder to count by hand. Each ballot includes more information than just a single vote. This is more labor intensive and may create errors in the counting. This will probably make elections more expensive. Proponents argue that spending a little more money for better representation is worth it. There are a few variations between ranked choice voting models. Some people want to force voters to rank each candidate. Proponents say this will make counting the votes easier. Opponents say that no one should be forced to vote for a candidate they don't like, and that voters might become lackluster with their non-preferred candidates ranking, which may cause errors or annoyance with the system. Another variant wants to remove primaries entirely and just let all candidates who would have participated in the primary be on the ranked choice voting ballot. But the ballots can't just have an unlimited amount of candidates, so there would need to be created a vetting process to rid out some people. Ranked choice voting is already in use in many places. These include Australia, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, Malta, and other countries. In the US, it's already in use across the country. Several counties and local governments use ranked choice voting already. Some states allow its use for presidential primaries, and Maine and Alaska use it for all elections, including state, local, and federal elections, and even the presidential election. Ranked choice voting won't fix all the nation's problems, but it would give more choice to voters and make elections more representative.